Hello, and welcome back to Syberia, the world before. We are about to continue Kate's adventures, where in order to get some information on Dana Rose from the Music Academy rector, she has to perform in the musical square, which by extension means that I have to perform in the musical square.
It looks like this wheel is designed to activate the piano's engine
And I
thanks
have
to the
no clue
dynamo
how to
effect, Kate
play
Walker.
the piano or
Then
read the
I guess
notes.
I'm gonna have to put my thinking cap on again.
I just use Oscar there.
Okay, the sheet music is in place.
I think we need to activate the thing before we can actually play. Yep.
Poor little thing.
There is no need to get sentimental, Kate Walker. The automaton was made for a specific purpose. It has no notion of sentiment. Indeed, I would go as far to say that it was a basic monofunctional automaton, unlike some of us more evolved automatons built to serve several purposes.
Talking
Broken.
about several purposes. I need a replacement. And Oscar, you can serve
Wait,
as one.
Kate Walker, I am a highly evolved automaton.
Yes,
Well,
and built to serve several purposes.
yeah,
Off you go
help me
now.
out, man.
I see. You still haven't lost any of your irritating habits, Kate Walker.
Look on the bright side, Oscar. Thanks to you, the piano works now.
Well, hurry up and make use of it like the rector said.
You cannot get tired, you are an automaton. Oh, I will appreciate that I do not have to actually play the piano myself.
Is everything all right, Kate Walker?
It's the same. Exactly the same.
I beg your pardon?
The song I just played with the automatons, Vaughan's hymn, it's exactly the same melody as the one my mom's music box used to play. I used to listen to it all the time when I was a kid. We never did find out what it was.
And finding it today represents a major breakthrough because?
Because it means that there must be a link between Vaughan, my mom, and probably Dana, too. Dana, who looks so much like me.
She was your
A
relative, come on.
family connection.
Accept it.
I don't know, but it's possible. And
I
you can
bet
be
she's
sure
a
as hell
relative.
that I'm gonna find out as soon as I've picked up Dana's trail again. Come on, Oscar. Our dear Mahler owes us a file.
Did I already mention how humiliating I think this is?
Oh, you did, Oscar. You did.
Now get back in the box. So, my bet that Dana is either grandma or grand-grandma. Simple as that.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks.
He did not mess up the name
At
this time.
last. Oh, no address here. Oh, this is definitely Dana's file. Now, the address. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein.
Did you just give away personal data? Oh, that's such a breach of GDPR. I mean, it's not like I'm an expert on GDPR, so maybe it's like some kind of archival data and then it's like not so strict about it. Because again, 70 years, right? Although the person might be alive after 70 years and then it is relevant personal data. But other angle of looking at it is that it's archival data, so maybe it has historical value. And he gave it not a denizen of Wagen, not a citizen of Ostertal. He asked no personal documents. He did not note anything of me. He just, here is some personal information of of someone who attended our educational institution in 1937. Off you pop now. Like, seriously? I mean, you do you, boo, but what the hell? I don't remember where the tram stop is. Is it in this side? No, it's the other side. Oh, the bike rack. I was wondering where all the bikes are. I mean, European city, right? Must be a bike rack. This is so overexposed right now. Any interesting window views? Or just some tram interior? Yeah, I think it's just a tram interior. Yeah. Trams with small tables in them. That's an interesting concept.
I say, this is a very unpleasant way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise I'll let you out as soon as possible, okay?
I'm not crazy. I've been to a mental institution, but I am not crazy, okay? Okay, technically, this institution in what was it? Baranur? No, Baranur was another place. Forgot the name. But it was not a particularly mental institution, right? It was just an institution, a medical one.
Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20. The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s.
Yeah, with the
Except that
scaffolding.
it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated.
Oh, that gives me a sense of direction.
A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
Huh. What are you?
That doesn't work.
Kate Walker, are you...
Impossible.
Oh, it's for money. What is this thing?
Whoa! That's one shrill version of the Hymn of Vaughan. One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vaughan.
Yes, it is Argengau? Okay, you're one horrible automaton, I will give you that. So we know that Dana's house is down this street, okay. Which is why we should not go there. Because we also need to find some latest news or whatnot. I also know that Dana's house is probably on this side of the bridge. Okay. So it must be this one.
Looks Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
Calling all residents and retailers of Wagen, love our Bridge of Mists outside and in. We, the undersigned Bridge of Mists Welfare Committee, hereby protest against council policy to turn Wagen into a museum town. How are they doing this? By granting public funding uniquely for exterior renovation with the aim of attracting as many low-cost chain stores as possible. This unfair policy is to the detriment of homeowners, our quality independent shops, and the craftsmen and women of the Bridge of Mists district. Why should we all care? Because Bridge district property owners are having to live and work in insalubrious conditions, and this despite repeated appeals to the council to set up a fairer funding program that covers interior renovation. If we let the council continue with their unfair policy, there will soon be no residents left in the Bridge district. There will be nothing but pretty facades, hollow shells, and cheap souvenir shops. What to do next? To maintain our community's spirit and quality independent shops selling true Wagen craftsmanship, we petition the council to urgently set up an interior renovation funding program that puts Wageners first. It is to be noted that the only previous funding for Bridge District interior renovation dates back to just after World War II. It was hurriedly carried out following the partial destruction of the bridge during the liberation of Wagen. Today, the vast majority of bridge properties are unfit for human habitation. Join our lobby for interior renovation funding for our historic bridge buildings. Okay. Still does not count as the latest news, right? So where else can I pick up the latest news?
The house is somewhere on the bridge, so there's no point looking anywhere else.
Yeah, but where are the latest news? To all inhabitants of Wagen, a severe storm is expected to hit the town from this evening and during this night. The municipality recommends everyone to remain at home with the shutters firmly shut and to cancel or postpone any plans for going out. All cultural and outdoor activities, especially those on the Dombre and the surrounding mountains, are prohibited by municipal decree for an extendable duration of 24 hours.
Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana.
I don't know, this storm warning feels like a pretty big coincidence, eh? Oh, nobody by the name of Rose. Right?
In loving memory of all those who lost their lives that terrible night. A gift shop. There's number 20. Dana's old house.
And it has to be the house with crappy souvenirs. I mean, they are crappy, right? They're not local. They
Guten
look
Tag, Fraulein.
pretty local, to be honest.
All our gifts are handmade by craftsmen in Vagen.
Okay, not crappy souvenirs. I apologize if I offended anyone.
Made in Vagen.
Now that's much better, eh? But there is no snow. It's supposed to be a snowball, right? Or I'm messing stuff up. I lost any confidence
More
that these are
gifts.
snowballs.
I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
On holiday in the region, Fraulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service. I noticed you were looking at a souvenir, Fraulein.
Yes, you have a wonderful choice here, Frau Heigl. Your shop is beautiful.
Thank you. All our souvenirs here are pieces of craftsmanship, as we like to say. All by local craftsmen. Do you wish to buy the souvenir, Fraulein?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No, my husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Vagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
Ostertal is not
What
Austria.
happened?
Okay.
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against Vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see.
Yeah, it's called repairs.
Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war, here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fräulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fräulein, I have a customer.
That's understandable.
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
Oh yes, absolutely. You have no reason to worry. There will be absolutely no breaking and entering. Again. Oh, I don't see anything on this side. Hmm. Yeah, she's looking in this direction, so that is not a smart thing to do.
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think. If I could manage to draw Frau Heigl this way, I'd be able to get through the service door and to the staircase without her noticing. But how?
I suggest to just use Oscar.
I doubt I can be of any assistance here.
Oh, that's cruel. You will place a piece of crap on her shelf. You're so inconspicuous.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir.
And now you will just disappear, right?
Ah, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigl's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigl won't come up. This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Wagen.
There was a staircase to the side. Oof, 1945.
In remembrance of the eternal bond between the Roses and the Zimmers. Signed, Adam Z. This is where Frau Heigl must take her breaks.
Which is why you should not stand around here.
It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. Nothing of interest in here.
Well, here I'm not that concerned about Frau Heigl anymore, so...
A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up.
Just what I needed.
A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
I guess for one reason or
It's been
another...
bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of.
Yeah, okay.
Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north.
How do I know where
That's it,
north
Oscar.
is?
I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Heigl, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see.
That was my original idea. To check outside, because that kind of stuff is it's plain horrible. I guess I'm too used to the stealth and Splinter Cell compared to the one in Hitman, for example. Thank you, I was just in this alleyway.
Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Can I yeet Oscar on the staircase?
Better try something else.
So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
I do
Oh,
see a
of
piano
course.
there.
There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
Okay, so what are we doing about that?
Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Oh, well, we can find another entry point.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down. Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder.
I have to do a little bit pixel hunting because I'm not exactly sure what... Oh no.
That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
No, that's a stupid idea.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
What
Hey,
about
are
you?
you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
If only I was
I heard
small
you
and
the first
lighter.
time, thanks.
You are
Like
welcome,
Oscar.
Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
Come on, bridge the gap. I already did it for you.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the lead for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Yeah,
Come on,
multi-purpose.
Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Well, you are
Because
at...
you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Yeah, also that. Yeah, nice.
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Okay, now we're switching between Oscar and Kate.
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
Yeet him. Just punch him with everything. Or gently push him.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
And yet you're surprisingly capable for that.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way.
Really? Just climb the railing.
I'm climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
There must be some screamer eventually.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon then, I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker,
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon?
No, I don't think so. That doesn't work.
Just don't hit Oscar, please.
I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
made our point, I guess. Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
That was not very responsible because you could fall through the railing. And this one you decided to... Oh my... Okay, you even combined it. That makes even less sense. You either go one mode or another mode. That is convenient that he can pass the charge, pass the winding to other mechanisms. That's extremely convenient.
Locked, of course.
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now, how...
2, 3.
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my.
You will serve as a highly intelligent brick.
Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton?
Not really.
If Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
Oh.
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after she left the refuge. No doubt about it, this must have been Dana's room.
Some creepy dolls out there.
A part's missing.
Strange sketch.
It's from the Music Academy. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
Yeah, I can't really make out the second symbol, but then it's kind of like a swan, an eye, a note, and maybe some kind of other thing.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
There are two dots. There are nothing over here. There is nothing over here. So this should be this one. I'm pretty sure that this one is this one. No, this must be... Yeah, that one. Interesting. So we have one that is like on this thing, right? And another thing that is not. There should be an eye, so we can either use this one or this one. And which one should it be in the end? Huh.
Now's not the right time to leave.
Yeah, of course. And it doesn't seem like there is anything else, right? Right.
It's blocking it. Nope, won't work. I guess I should use some of the clues I collect. The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why.
Hmm.
Nope, won't work. I guess I should use some of the clues I collected. But I get the feeling there's more to find in the room. I'm missing something.
The rest of this strange, annotated drawing must be somewhere here, Kate Walker.
Yeah, that's true. Wait a second, I am missing a part of a drawing. But there is not much else in this room. I cannot use the door because it's too early. I cannot use this thing. I
I'm
cannot
sure there's
exit
more
over
stuff to find in here. There must be. I have to keep looking.
We did
No
look
doubt
at
about
this
it.
thing.
This must have been Dana's room.
So, what is it that I'm missing? What is it that I do not see?
There's something underneath. Can't reach it.
Oscar?
Can't be that heavy. That's better.
Now that I think about it, Yunta had more influence on me than I thought. I now write myself reminders as she suggested. So two of them are missing, like over on these sides, right? So this would not work because it would block this one. So it must be this one. Then this one seems to be correct because if I... oh, there is only this one, right? Right. One moment. Now, this one. I could use this one, but then again I block this row, so no. I could use this one.
It won't open. And yet I'm pretty sure the combination of symbols is... The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not convinced like which symbol is the second one.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
Is this a line or not? Because I see something arching over there. Pretty convinced it should be this one.
Oh, come on. I'm sure it must be the right combination of symbols. Oh, I must have missed something.
Oh,
Maybe the symbols aren't the only thing I need to set on each wheel.
Thing's stuck.
It's blocking it.
Thing's stuck.
I was about to again brute force it.
It's blocking it.
Alright, we're in.
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
Why is that? Do we get to play as Leon? Oh, it's not like Dana was in Baltaya, right?
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorung, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger.
Judging by the fact that he used the word survivors,
Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out.
there were some who got less lucky.
Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back.
Is that the viewfinder, this thing? Because it does not look like a lens from this point of view. Huh. And where do you put film in? Maybe somewhere here? That's one weird camera. Oh. Oh, I know this guy. Oh, I could have read it all along. Ships. You don't read a lot. You don't write a lot, though, do you?
The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization. Better get going before...
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Cobatis. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
The day's only just bloody breaking.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
Jawohl, Herr Berger.
The guy is pretty cranky. I will tell that. Did not check out the mirror, but okay. In any case, I think this is a fine place to take a break. We get yet another playable character in our hands, and that will be Leon Kubatis. Unexpected. I mean, I should also mention that we got to play as Oscar a bit. Also unexpected. But I greatly enjoyed these small parts when we're tossing characters. It's entertaining, and that's a nice thing to say about the game. Now, with that, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.